Welcome to the Brown Bricks podcast, the most amount of fun you can have while listening to a podcast. We got a new mic set up. We got some XLRs.
Yeah, we're
whole
sounding
new
pretty
shit,
NPR,
my friends.
Yeah, there's a bit of like staticky quality to it, but in a good way.
It's
like
sexy.
Like you're listening to the radio. Yeah,
That's what this podcast needs.
I feel like I'm talking like with a little more vocal fry, a little more,
more vocal fry.
and
like morning radio, even though it's 4 p.m.
4 in the afternoon, and I've just gotten up from a night of hard drinking, and you know that means it's time to podcast, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I heard you had a good night, Jackson.
I'm chasing the poontang, and it's going bad.
Yeah, the poontang
evaded
him.
It doesn't go well, man.
Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does. You just got to keep trying.
I don't even think she was aware where she was. Not that I had anything to do with that.
That's how I like him.
That was her boyfriend's fault, not my fault.
Yeah. This morning, Liam and Jackson and Tage went to our local dive that opens at 6 a.m. I did that the morning before.
Just to scope the place
also
out.
to get poontang, but I got poontang.
At least he got it. At
yeah,
least he got it.
But, you know, it's not prime. It wasn't prime.
What are we talking about? What kind of poontang are we talking about?
Yeah.
Not primo.
Talking like a woman in her early 30s who looks like she's in her early 40s.
Damn.
And is a serious chain smoker.
That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to
but
hear.
you're in and you're out.
Yeah, exactly.
You're in and you're out.
And she knows that. That's the point.
With the mic, I'm like,
hello. How's it going?
Put my mic up to fit.
See, when you put it up to me, they don't know that you're saying
double mic.
You really gotta eat these mics.
That's crazy. It's
but anyways, I got pussy, and then I went to Neighbors, and I had 3 beers and 3 shots, and probably a quarter of a bowl of weed.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then I drove home before that all hit me.
Typical.
Super bad. And then puked a lot.
Well, he got his night of raucous behavior out before the pod, and that's all I can say. That's improvement on his part.
I feel like the main thing is that you just want like a runway where you can be like, okay, tomorrow
it's like a crash way, not a runway.
Today's Neighbor's Day. Tomorrow is just I'm okay with it being nothing. There are many days where you just get so hungover and you're just like, actually, today I'm just not gonna do anything.
Getting hungover it knocks my ass out. Listen, I've got a splitting headache, but I'm willing to put in the hours when I got
I respect it. You're
yeah,
like on the
I was
ball.
looking for my Advil for you, but I couldn't find it.
Nah, I don't take pills. You know that.
Yeah,
you don't like Advil?
No pills,
even?
no pipes.
For hangover?
Any pills, man. That's my thing, I guess.
No
like
pills,
a
no
character
powders.
trait.
Yeah,
No
I guess when people normally say they don't fuck with pills, I'm thinking they're talking like Xanax
I don't
and
fuck with
Percocet.
pills.
The doctor's like, yeah, this is
They normally don't mean like Tylenol and Advil.
Prilosec OTC.
I'm worried I'm gonna get addicted to Advil, man.
Dude, honestly,
People do take way too many fucking Advils.
Yeah, they just take it whenever they feel like slightly bad.
Some people get like minor like chronic pain and they're like, I guess I live off 5 Advils a day now.
I've known
like,
a lot of people.
Do what you gotta do, but shit, that sounds fucking annoying.
I can't imagine having what the fuck is that shit called when you get like a headache that makes you want to die? Migraine. Yeah. People who have migraines, that's fucking crazy. I could not.
I like how there's just a kind of headache that's just like this one really hurts.
Really,
it's not
fucking die if you have that one.
It's not even like realistically like there's no actual difference between the two. One just hurts way more, and they're just like, yeah, that's scientifically different.
Yeah,
is there no technical differentiation between the two? Like, I know people use them kind of interchangeably, but
I'm sure there is.
You could imagine, like, you've had a headache, obviously, and you could imagine like a worse one than that.
Yeah, but I've also seen people who just have a bad headache and they're like, I'm having migraines, right? Like, people just use it to mean a bad headache.
No, that's wrong. Yeah.
That's like people saying.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what's the technical. Is there a technical differentiation?
No, people have proper migraines.
You can go to like the doctor for a migraine, but like a headache, they'll just slap your ass until you get back out there.
Migraines, they give you shit that's fucking hardcore for that shit.
Yeah, which I feel like
I wouldn't take.
Advil, they should slip one of those hardcore ones just in every Advil thing.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just one of those ones you're like, damn, this really works.
Or how about instead, it's like a raffle thing where like a random bottle of Advil has a chance to just be way stronger.
Just to be oxys.
They're like, yeah, those are oxys instead. People would buy so much
Dude,
Advil.
people would just be like going through and then they'd like take one and they're like, fuck.
You'd also get like teenagers, like high schoolers, taking Advil and then being like, "Oh, I think this is the oxy one."
The oxy,
but
bro.
It's not.
Yeah, they'd just be saying like, "Oh, dude,
I got Charlie's
check out.
golden ticket, bro.
I'm out on oxys, bro." And then, have you ever seen people trying to do whippets but failing, and then they're just like, "Nah, it's working, bro."
There's not.
That's some white
There's
trash shit.
Yeah, there's some good TikToks of people being like trying my first whippet, and then they like blow it like above their
They
nose
just eat whipped
into their
cream.
eye.
Damn. They're not taking out all the shit in the can. They're just squirting whipped cream.
Yeah, they're just like, whoa.
Like, it was surprisingly delicious.
It was surprisingly tasty.
I thought this would be about doing nitrous, but it turns out it's about doing whipped cream.
Turns
That's
out
crazy.
a really good part about it is the saturated fat.
That is a pretty good part.
And not
That's the
nitrous
real
oxide.
addictive part of it as well. It kills your brain and your body.
Yeah. You know the real
What,
problem?
what if you met a fat guy and he's like, the reason I'm so fat is because I'm addicted to whippets.
You see him like slink off
and
and
he's
work.
just always eating
cans.
ready whip.
Yeah, but I love the idea because he's addicted to it. He carries it around with him, so he's just got a big old
Dude,
can of Ready Whip.
I
in
want
his
to
back
see.
pocket.
Yeah, he's got the holster. I want to see a guy with the holster. I saw a guy with the dip holster last night. That shit looked trashy.
Well, we
as fuck.
think it was dip.
Dip
He had like
holster?
a weird alchemist
was-
bottle on
he
his
had-
belt loop.
That's
He had something in the front of his pants. It was definitely like held there by a different mechanism than his pants, and it was holding a little canister. Looked like some kind of pill bottle, but it was black. So I'm
It was
assuming
like a very
for,
wide, dark
Yeah.
green glass bottle.
Yeah, I'm assuming it was for like some form of tobacco
I
product.
thought it was either a hell
baseball
dip or like sometimes people bring in stuff to spit dip into. Sometimes you try to. There's an empty cup in the
they use
bar,
cups,
and you go to pick it up.
Yeah.
and you're like, "Why is this so dirty?" And then
Yeah.
someone yells at you. They go, "Leave that, leave that." And you're like,
Oh,
okay.
I've been saving that.
Yeah, there's
no,
one guy that always comes in with a fast food cup. And I'm like, can't bring drinks. It's like, this ain't drink, and they spits into it. I'm like, oh, okay.
It do be CWS time, and so a lot
Yeah,
of those baseball
fucking
players,
baseball players and their
they
dip.
do some
We're in chew season.
Yeah,
chew
big
season,
league
folks.
chew. But not
if
like
you're
the-
not chewing, you're spewing.
If you're not chewing, you're spewing bullets at the people who are chewing.
That's true. Don't go to Gate 10.
Yeah, don't go to Gate 10.
I'll go to
tonight,
Gate
guys.
10 any night. Don't ever, go
Ever.
to Gate 10.
Yeah, what is it like?
It's a bar
is it
where
fun?
people
There's a
keep
bar
getting
downtown.
shot at.
Oh, this is a common
This is a
occurrence.
regular thing. I had a time. There was a time over the summer where every Sunday where there was a shooting there.
Oh shit!
Every
That's
Sunday.
fucking insane.
Yeah.
So people are just picking up on it because it's like, oh, it's the CWS.
No, there's like a plenty of other bars down there.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
to, like right next to it.
It's just that one.
But that one just gets a bad.
Yeah, Gate 10 just has a bad crowd, I
Bad
guess.
time.
Or a cool crowd.
I can only
You're-
blame the owners, to be honest. I don't know who those people are, but they bring that on.
At a certain point, you just got to be like, this has to be my fault somehow.
I mean, you go to
Yeah.
the other big bars downtown that get like similar crowds to what we have, but they have like 2 people working door. And
Yeah.
it's like, how are you keeping control of this many people? Like, if something happens, how are 2 people
No
handling
fucking shit.
this?
Yeah.
It was like Blackstone. They got like the tiny ass fucking rail bars there, and it's
oh
like
yeah, it's like
there's-
someone's gonna fall off.
There's no way this is not like a single like fire starts. 30,000 people are dead, and
Oh, yeah, like that rooftop bar in
Uh-huh.
Blackstone. If there's a fire there,
yeah,
You could
crowding
jump off
out-
and not break your legs, though.
yeah, I
It's a
mean,
different story.
you know, but then you still are a bar where people are jumping off. And, like,
doesn't look.
maybe,
it's like,
you
it's
know,
probably
the
doesn't look
9/11
angle
yeah.
or
the
something.
9/11 of Blackstone. People are
You got drunk
jumping
people
off the
jumping off a
rooftop.
rooftop. Like, it's not a far fall, but they're gonna find a way to hurt themselves
It's-
more
it's not
gonna be
than they
great.
necessarily
Because they'll
need to.
dive straight into it with their hands. When you said the 9/11 of Blackstone, I was imagining like a hipster on like an electric bike, but with like a propane tank attached to him, and he's just
He's
rammed
diving
into one of the
into it.
bar.
He's diving into one of the bars. Shit,
Hello,
that's what I'm gonna do.
yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, why not? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we got
Okay.
a
That's it. It's
soundboard.
quiet as fuck.
No, you have to hold that down, and then it go. You can turn it up. You can turn
Oh, I
that
can
up.
turn that shit up. How do
Oh
I turn it
yeah,
up?
that way goes up. That way goes down.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh, that's good.
what we
That's like that.
That's a fart from
Tyler Dunbar.
not a friend of the show, but someone we'd like to be a friend of the show.
Someone we'd so
a
desperately
distant.
a very Murray Reacts type character. That,
Tyler Dunbar or anyone who makes cool fart videos like that, email us at brownbrickspodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, man.
And
We'll
send
wanna
us
be
a
friend of the
video
show.
of you doing this. And we will like you a lot.
Yeah, no, we'll like that.
Send us anything.
Yeah,
really.
honestly, email us farts.
Please
Now we got a
email us.
soundboard. You can have your fart on the Brown
your
Bricks
personal
podcast.
fart.
Yeah, if
That's
you...
brownbrickspodcast@gmail.com.
That's brownbrickspodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, folks. Oh shit!
Jackson's got his alarm going
Damn.
here.
Oh, shit.
I set it for 4:30 in the afternoon.
Hell
in
yeah.
case you guys weren't gonna get me up.
Yeah, we were just going to come down here, record on this, have a little NPR segment.
You know, you did rally, Jackson. You know?
I'm
You were-
very
it was-
impressed.
we
I'm
were
very
getting
impressed
towards
with your
like
energy right now.
noon, and you still seeming pretty drunk. I'm like, Jackson's not getting up at 4.
Yeah, no, man.
Jackson ain't getting up
I'm all
at 4.
about the pod. I will do anything. I will.
Jackson
Liam,
got like a-
Liam straight up looked at us and he's like, "There's no chance in hell I'm going on the podcast.
I'm going
today."
back to bed after this. That's for sure. But
Hell yeah.
for now,
But I respect it. I respect you coming out for the pod because that's what matters.
okay, what else do they do on NPR? They talk
NPR?
Money Madness.
On NPR,
Money
they would
Madness,
probably
folks.
say
Yeah.
that they'd mention the recording on Father's Day.
They would mention.
Money Madness. We're talking
Where in the
cryptocurrency.
money?
Bitcoin is down
Come on,
30,000%, and I think
30,000.
let's look
That's
up the
impossible.
suicide hotline for you folks out there who've invested into Bitcoin. Don't do it. It's not worth it. You still have your NFTs. Oh, just kidding. They are also worthless.
You hold on to them for the long haul. This is just the market reaction.
Hodl. You're
Hod-
spreading
Buy the
FUD,
dip. I'm
dude.
buying
Dude,
the
way to
dip.
FUD. This is not a FUD podcast.
This is a
This
FUD-free zone.
Yeah, we're out here.
This has been
we are-
Money Madness with fucking gay PR or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah. The gay PR.
Jackson's a real Kramer type individual giving out investment advice.
Yeah, Jackson's little stock tips.
I'm
I appreciate
also going to say the N-word.
Oh, do it. I can cut you out.
That's a different Kramer.
Yeah.
Which Kramer is that?
I'm talking about the Kramer who has a show
Is that the
about
bald
Yeah,
like what
you
to
know,
invest
there's
in.
a certain.
Is that the bald guy?
Yeah,
on,
he's bald.
Yeah.
What was he on?
I don't fucking
he's
know.
on like Mad Money, right?
That's what I'm thinking. Mad Money. That's the guy I'm trying to do. So
Yeah.
I guess. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
That was
Okay, yeah, and then he says the N word.
He was in one of the Iron Man movies, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Talking
you're right.
about stock prices for Stark Industries.
Hell
Yeah, and he said this is going down. And then I remember early on he had a very lucrative stand-up comedy career, but for some reason that didn't work out. So
Really?
he shaved his head.
No,
and-
no, that's
Shaved
a
his head.
different. That's the
Got
other
facial-
Kramer.
Oh,
Facial
okay.
reconstructive surgery didn't change his name.
Have you seen the other Kramer recently? I haven't.
Yeah,
so
what
I'm
happened?
thinking.
I mean, there was
This is
definitely an overlap between the two,
Mm.
and them being
Yeah, people
figures.
who are
I'm gonna
fans-
call. Who the fuck is this? Oh, fucking! I don't know who that number is. Fuck off.
That's a little robocall.
people who are fans of learning about stocks and people who are fans of saying the N-word, the overlap there is not small.
That's an
The overlap there is not
I only want
small,
to talk
folks.
stalls if you're talking bump stocks.
Yeah.
collapsible
Yeah,
stock.
bump stock.
Those are the only stocks I'm trying to
whatever
talk about.
stocks I can get into the hands of children. That's what I want.
Stockades from the Middle Ages. I'm
Yeah.
kind of interested in those a little bit as well.
Those are pretty cool. I like those.
Yeah.
Stocking up for the upcoming
For the-
war,
Yeah, for
upcoming
the
class
upcoming
war.
race war.
For the-
Oh, happy
class
Juneteenth
war.
also.
Oh, yeah.
See, this is
Juneteenth,
the
folks.
core difference between Jax and I politics. Is he's prepping for the race war. I'm prepping for the class war.
That's
right.
probably you're
That's
probably
right,
more.
brother.
The problem is, I think that there's been enough divide put into us that I think the people are still going to be controlling. The people in the upper class are still going to be
I
controlling
know
us.
who I'm joining in the race war.
I don't think you get to choose.
Yeah, I think you're. Kind of,
I'm just saying. I
Yeah,
know.
I
I know.
also know
I know
who
my
you're joining.
team.
kind of
race
you're
war.
kind
I'm
of
joining
locked in
the
unless you're like
Dominicans.
really walking that line.
Yeah,
right?
unless you're just like tanning salons go out of business.
I'm
Or
doing
like
the Dominicans.
like
businesses
you know
booming.
Lenny Kravitz, he gets a choice.
I
but-
get
Yeah,
I get a pick.
yeah.
I'm one of the guys who's like ambiguous enough that I'm changing my fucking name
Bro, if
when
you
anybody
grow that
asks.
facial hair back,
Yeah, I'm
you
looking
can choose
Hispanic.
Hispanic if you want, but
And
But, like-
guess which team that I get to be on there, brother?
you want
The whole South of America, my friend.
I feel like we
I get
got
a
it
whole,
pretty good
South
being
America
in
on
the
my
whites.
side.
as the
Yeah,
race
I
war
feel like the
breaks out.
whites. have
I'm
a
not
pretty-
gonna lie.
because also we're not getting like Canada's up there.
We're
So,
also
good.
in like the Midwest, right?
yeah.
okay, yeah.
I think we're gonna do okay.
I'm fleeing south when it comes.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
all right. Yeah, just
Not gonna have to brutalize.
Well,
brutalized by
I'll
the
be
winters.
sad to lose my friend because I can't join you in that.
yeah. No,
Someone once told me I look Native American,
Yeah, no, I see it.
but I don't think
But
they're
it's
gonna
not
take
strong. No, it's not.
I think you. I think if you.
me.
Like,
I think
really,
I'm pretty firmly established as a white man.
Yeah, I think it's hard to shake that.
Almost a
There's
small
a stink.
pleasure in people being like, "Oh, what ethnicity are you?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry,
Whatever you
I'm
want,
white."
baby.
I feel like if a race war breaks out, though, they'll separate rich whites and poor whites. Those will definitely be different factions.
the rich rights
Sure.
will be.
They may
making the race
ally.
war
They may
happen.
ally, but they're not like considered one the same in the race war.
No,
Well,
well,
they
no.
gotta
Also,
use them though. You know,
the rich rights will be using the poor whites.
they have to use.
Well,
them.
when I say rich whites, I don't even mean like the super elite. I just mean like like people who live in like suburbs, and drive
I guess that makes
SUVs.
sense.
Those are going to be a different faction than like deep south redneck dudes.
I think that like this. Jackson's getting nervous.
I
about
can't
the
see
race
those
war.
two groups in the trenches together. I'm saying that.
No, I think
Guys, the real thing we got to be worried about is the big food shortage that's coming.
is there an actual food shortage?
You gotta be quiet. You gotta be quiet. They're listening.
Oh shit!
They're gonna burn down another chicken factory if we talk too loud.
Oh, they're gonna nuke the chicken factory. Just go after the water
No,
distillery.
that's my most favorite conspiracy I've been hearing recently is the one about there's like 30,000. I love the number 30,000. You may understand that, but this one's true. This is actually 30,000.
30,000. Interesting.
I've been saying the number 30,000 a lot. This one's really 30,000. There are around 30,000 food production facilities in the United States. Thereabouts, all sorts of shit, like making your chicken nuggets, making fucking marshmallows.
I do like my nuggies.
Making any kind of old shit you can think of. But there's a conspiracy about how there's been about 10 of these kinds of facilities that have burned down in the last year or so, and people think this is like a government thing, like they're burning down these
10
facilities.
out of 30,000 is not.
They're burning these facilities down on purpose to create a food shortage in America. And I'm like,
You need to
there's
get
like,
a poll.
There's like so much. I'm like seeing these takes other places. but, yeah.
Jackson's like,
I'm not
down
browsing
these
polls.
things. He's like, you think the government's backing me?
X the conspiracy board?
No,
Or no, that's
well,
the supernatural.
X
Yeah.
is supernatural, yeah.
I feel like poll just
Poll is
it
just-
just like happens,
Politically incorrect. I thought it
Yeah,
was
I knew
actually
that.
politics, but no, it's just politically incorrect.
Yeah.
I'm not a proper 4chaner, my friends.
Did you see?
I'm not based and
Red
fucking red-pilled. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you are, but only on food shortage
Well,
burnings.
nah.
We're
I
all
don't
brown
think
pills
this is
on
a
this pod.
I don't think this is a proper
truest
conspiracy. It's just one I think is very funny for people to claim is like a dire straits for America's like 10 facilities or whatever burned down, like 10,000 cattle died of heat stroke the other day, and it's like, man, do you know how much fucking shit we have in this country?
The
That
cattle-
is a drop in the bucket.
The cattle dying of heat stroke is a stupid one because there's no way anyone could cause that unless they were like injecting salt into the
I mean,
cattle.
and a lot of this shit is like they just have very poor regulations on like building these like plants, these facilities, because they're just churning out fucking food.
Yeah.
Your chicken fucking
They also
nugget
have
making
30,000
plant
of them,
is
so they're
not going to
clearly,
be
like,
fucking like up the code most
Quantity
of the
over
time.
quality.
And also, like, the cows are dying, so we're going to run out of food. Yeah, that's what we put them there to
We
do.
kill them.
Yeah, they were supposed to die a week later. Come on.
A week earlier,
now-
no big deal.
Yeah, now you
Would
still,
you
could
would you
still
eat
cut 'em
heat
up.
stroke?
your steak's going to be a little bit overdone, folks.
Well,
I mean, I don't know. You probably eat cow that's been in horrible fucking conditions and sick anyways.
they package
Yeah.
that.
But you give a
up,
shit
yeah.
about heat
nobody
stroke.
no one really like has a cow that's like, I was happy my whole life. Most of them were like
Yeah, you see, like, the videos. It's like, look at these cows in a field. It's like, bro, that shit is, like, expensive as fuck and going to nice restaurants.
Yeah.
That's not what you're eating at McDonald's.
No
That's not
way.
what you're buying at Hy-Vee.
I think it's like with the cows, especially like that, you look at it and you're just like, okay, you get to see these like weird Cronenberg creations that you have these cows doing and like put in and then they die. And it's like, I don't know, you just have to kind of separate that. Even if you are a person who's like, well, it's like, I'm going to treat the cow right. It's like, I don't know, you're still killing the animal at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Did you go see Crimes of the Future?
I want to see that.
I want to see that too.
Yeah.
I was gonna see it, and then I flaked because I wanted to watch The Boys with Liam instead.
Yeah, The Boys is fucking tight.
Good. I haven't seen the new season.
It's getting good. It's getting good. And for some reason, once again, right wingers are still, for some reason, getting upset that the show is not in their favor. And it's like, did you watch the last season?
Yeah, that's like, a lot of people were
literal
thinking,
Nazi in the show that was portrayed as the bad guy.
I don't know. I always figured when that happened, it was like, that was like, some people were like, I don't know, she's kind of cool.
She's kind of hot. She's
also kind of telling on yourself when like you kill off a Nazi and they're like, why are you being so mean to right wingers?
yeah.
You know?
Why are you making fun of us conservatives, yo? Yeah, very funny that discourse is somehow happening for a second time in the show's entire running, even though they're so blatant about it that it's the subreddit had to be quarantined for a bit because there was like a no politics rule on their subreddit, which is like, okay, that's already crazy in
thing
itself.
To do for the boys.
That's just Reddit. You know?
Yeah, that's just some Reddit shit.
Reddit has weird things where it's like, and you can't promote anything. It's like, so everyone just promotes things, but pretends like their grandpa made it, and they're just like, look at this picture, it's so cool, and my grandpa made it in 2 days. And they're like, wow, does your grandpa have an Etsy store? And he's like, yes, he does.
There's only one good subreddit, and that subreddit is hobby drama.
Hobby drama is great.
It's just long write-ups,
essays,
of bullshit, and like often niche hobbies in like the forums.
I love when
and
it's
they're
not
like,
like a nerd.
Here is like the modding community for Daggerfall, and it turned out that a popular modder who made Vor mods ended up being a horrible racist.
Yep. No,
it's like awesome.
I love the hobby dramas that are like not even nerd related though. The ones where it's like, this is like the knitting world, and there's like this huge controversy going on there now, and you're like, I would have never known about this if
Joanne Fabrics is fucking dead, yo.
Dead, you say?
Well, their CFO died.
It's just their CFO.
Well,
what's he do? Just run the numbers?
It's funny because Joe Brandon, he went up and was talking about it, and he was giving his condolences. I'm sorry, your CFO dropped dead. Was his condolences.
That's not a great condolence.
Fucking badass.
Fucking died.
But yeah, Joanne Fabrics, she's probably been like dead 30 years on.
Speaking of the Juneteenth and company politics, have you guys seen the Halo drama that has been going down?
The show? Or?
No.
The Halo show?
So
No.
the Halo in... So here's... I'll tell it to you as it was told on the internet. So Juneteenth, they had a skin... For Halo, in Halo Infinite, they had a skin that was going to be there that was like a Juneteenth celebratory color and skin or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was labeled bonobo in the actual game. Ooh. Like the game file. And it was like, get this new skin, bonobo. And it was like, everyone's like, oh, fuck. And then immediately went down. And then it went back up as freedom. And then it immediately went down again and went back up as Juneteenth. And apparently, according to Bungie, their internal system for naming things is called bonobo. So they're like, that's what it just defaults to that. But it's also like, sure, buddy.
Yeah.
Sure.
How often does that happen with anything else?
Yeah. Have you ever seen that in Bungie ever? And it's like that one, the one that it couldn't be, the one that it definitely couldn't.
Isn't it 343?
Yeah, it's 343.
It is 343 now, you're right.
Yeah.
But like apparently that's what they used to have, and apparently people were saying, "Oh, that's why."
Weird.
So
Bungie was claiming this, or 343?
Some old Bungie guy went on a forum and was trying to do damage control.
Yeah. He's throwing up the corporate fucking story about why we named a skin bonobo in the files.
Just the worst.
Bro, that's just what our system is called. Yeah, we named that shit stupid shit.
Why is nothing else named like that? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Bonobo? That's a cool type of monkey.
For Juneteenth, they'll let you play as a brute chieftain.
That's a good idea.
That's smart. That's smart marketing right there.
Exactly. I like the idea of not even like trying to, because what I like about that one is just so blatantly racist. It's not something where it's like it's like weird company stuff where it's like you're like virtue signaling.
Yeah, people wouldn't know how to react to that. Like the bonobo thing, it's kind of like a gotcha moment where like you didn't think we'd see that, did you? But the brute chieftain thing, it's like wow, all right,
okay,
you guys are just coming out the gate,
firing on all cylinders. There.
Whoa, okay,
343.
Yeah, and then
But there'd also be some people who are like, wow, you've never been able to play as a brute before.
That's crazy.
And like they
so cool.
went to the effort of like making the models, work with all these guns and stuff.
Yeah.
What I like is if they're
You know, they should. So none of us have watched the Halo show, but we know it's kind of shit. But they should have gotten John Bernthal to play John Halo, because there's no better actor for that role, I think.
Who's John Bernthal?
John Bernthal, The Punisher. He's in a number of other shows.
Okay.
He's a really good actor in general. He's
Well-
most recently on something I watched, We Own the City on HBO Max. This is an ad for HBO Max.
Please.
But no, he's just a really good actor. Like, he played like a dirty cop super well in that show, and I think he'd be perfect for playing Mr. John Halo.
I think anybody who wouldn't take off the mask, I would like to play John Halo.
Well, that's the thing. He really respects like a lot of the characters he plays, and does his research on them. So I don't think if he was on the show, I don't think he would.
If he's the
take it off
Punisher
the
and he
helmet.
doesn't have like one of those Punisher flags, but also has the Blue Lives Matter flag behind it,
Yeah.
then I don't like him.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of that,
Transgender Punisher.
I'm working at HoloLive HQ, sure, and one of the because there's a merch store
Yeah.
that you can buy as a company guy, and one of the merch items was the exact shirt that you were talking about with the American flag that's black on the back,
Nice.
and then it says my company logo on the front. And I was like,
Hell
this
yeah.
is fucking awesome.
That's fucking tight.
I wanted to buy it just to wear it in, but it was like $30. And I'm like, that's not good enough for a joke.
No,
You know who I'd like to see play John Halo?
Who?
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh,
Timothy
I wish
Chalamet.
he would play everyone. So
I wish he'd
That's
be
true.
every
I
leading
w- I-
role.
I
Well,
love.
you gotta
Have you
get 'em
seen all the
bulked up.
people who are just like, "Why do you like Timothee Chalamet?" There's a bunch of articles of boomers just confused, and all the Zoomers are like, "Well, he's a great actor, one, but two, he's so hot, but he also like doesn't think he's hot. You know, he's just like so
I
adorable."
cannot.
If I was
someone
him-
who realizes more how hot they are.
Yeah.
I'm talking about men.
I wouldn't think I was hot if I was him. I would think I was a.
Well, no, he's like, and then one person was like, "Yeah, he mixed up like C-3PO and R2-D2 and just laughed it off and kept going. He's such a
Oh.
dork." And I was like,
Yeah.
"What is this?
Huh?
Is this what women want? Is this what we have to do, man?"
I mean, how should have he reacted to mixing those two up? Besides laughing it off.
Who gives a fuck?
well, how would anybody?
Like he gets really, he would be a dork if he did that and then like really freaked out.
stupid,
Yeah, it's like,
I'm such
what
a
the
fucking
I'm
idiot.
sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Like if he did that, I'd be like, oh wow, this guy is like a freaky little nerd.
No,
I would like him
He
more.
like starts like hyperventilating. He's like,
Yeah.
"You're okay," and he's like, "I need to go lie
I
down."
would like Timothy Chalamet if that's how he was.
If
If he
he
laughed
yeah,
it off,
reacted
it's like,
like that.
yeah,
He's just the
that's
guy
how you
who's like,
respond
whatever.
to
That's-
like a small mistake.
Yeah, that's also a guy who's just like, I have $1 billion. You're talking about two fake androids from Star
Two
Wars. I don't even like
robot-
Star
I
Wars.
could
Fuckers.
have a real android.
I could have a real android, and
Also, they're not
also, I
androids
could
in Star
fuck-
Wars.
no, they're just regular
Whatever
robots. I'm sorry.
fucking girl I wanted in the fucking entire like Hollywood sphere, pretty much.
Oh yeah,
He
it's,
could fuck him.
yeah,
He
probably.
could fuck whoever.
I'd agree. I think. Well, I mean, he's just such.
The dark version of Timothy Chalamet is Ezra Miller.
That's
yeah, he
true.
really
He's
is.
the- he's
That's when he
the-
went down the dark.
Yeah,
path.
he's Spider-Man with the venom.
He's the
and
reverse Flash.
yeah.
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet is. He's just ruining his life.
Ezra's the reverse Flash. They're
In
gonna
real life,
release.
Ezra is the reverse.
They're gonna release
Yeah.
his fucking movie still.
Are they actually going for it?
Yeah.
They already shot it, right?
Yeah.
I guess if they already shot it, it's like whatever. We're just not going to give him any more work.
I get. Yeah.
And then you could probably just edit
They
a
might.
part.
They might give him more work, dude.
They could just edit a
knows?
part where
This
he's
might blow
running really
over.
fast. Yeah, honestly.
I don't. I think
People
they're
have
still.
gotten
They
Which
might be
worse?
strict with them and be like, "We're paying you way less, fucker.
Yeah.
But we don't want to recast."
Exactly.
Still on the run from the cops, so I don't know about.
Well, he's
that.
good.
He's
that.
very fast. He's quite fast, so
Yeah,
he's
they're
probably pretty
they're
okay.
Pretty
at-
fucking fast.
I think the
Why can't you catch him? Like, why do you think he's so quick?
Why did you guys give him these powers?
yeah, that'd be funny if like Warner Brothers was like, and you're really Superman now, and Henry
Damn.
Cavill's
Damn.
like,
Talk
This
about
is
the
some
boys.
boys shit,
Talk about
yeah.
the boys.
Yeah.
There it is. We just That's how they came up with the boys. They were talking about
straight up.
fucking Marvel. They're like, what if Iron Man really had that suit?
Well, what if that was some
they
real ass
fucking
people?
kill people.
Well,
is there an Iron Man equivalent in the boys?
I think in the comics there was. I don't think there is in the show because it doesn't really make any sense in terms of the show.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
like
all the superpowers are earned through chemical means.
Yeah, it'd be like, okay, yeah, there's this drug that makes people superheroes, and they also have that level
guy
of tech.
just has an
I assumed
awesome
that it
badass
was like
suit.
you just made that guy super smart. Like that's his power, and then
Yeah,
like
but then it's like so much other shit would conflict. Like,
Yeah,
in
that's-
I mean, they
story-wise,
probably don't
yeah.
even want the heroes they're making to be super smart.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
that's most like their favorite hero guy, Homelander, is like kind of a dumbass. So
But no, yeah, the comics fucking suck compared to the show. Straight up.
that's because
Garth Ennis is
Garth
not
Ennis
a
sucks
good
at
writer.
shit at writing. Yeah,
He's
everything that I've read of
weird.
his, I'm like, you edgy motherfucker. You
Some
suck at
guys,
this.
some guys are good at like the pitch,
Yeah.
the core idea.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, boys, that's fun.
That's why I
Then,
like
you
when
let someone
people
else do
adapted his shit. Yeah, and they were just like, let's adapt.
Well, that's why he writes like the Punisher and like Swamp Thing.
Yeah, no,
He had a Swamp Thing run?
No, he didn't write the Swamp Thing. That's Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
Neil Gaiman, or
Yeah.
I think Alan Moore wrote some Swamp Thing.
That's
I don't
right.
know.
He had like some really dark Batman runs, Garth Ennis, or the one dark Batman run, right? Crusade or
Maybe,
something like that.
yeah, that sounds like
Or
him.
Holy.
You gotta make sure you're facing that mic.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Shit,
losing
sorry.
you now
You gotta,
again.
you gotta start swallowing
Can
it.
you hear me now?
They sure can.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
What about now?
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and
Stay
clear.
up to date on your Verizon plan for only $15
I
a
have
month. folks.
AT&T.
Yeah, I have Verizon. I'm listening. I'm listening to our ad.
Can you hear me now?
No free plugs.
No free plugs. Yeah, Verizon, come and get us. That's what we like.
Verizon.
Oh
I
yeah,
love you.
I love
Verizon
you too.
can suck my fucking dick.
Verizon more like Horizon
They
Zero
suck your
Yawn.
nuts. They can also suck my nuts,
More
but
like
only
Horizon
because...
Zero service. Am I right?
No.
Yeah,
I get
Kind-
service everywhere, man.
Verizon is pretty
I've
good about
never been out of
robocalls too.
service.
I don't get them a lot.
They've been dropping off. I've got that shit on my phone where I just block any caller that I don't have as a contact, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that kind of sometimes bites you in the ass when people who want to call you don't have your number. But
Yeah,
then
that
I'm
sounds
also
dangerous.
like,
Well, just text me.
text my ass.
Yeah,
Fuck
text-
you.
I'm not the
I'm
kind of guy.
never going to answer this phone call.
Yeah, fuck off.
I had
Yeah, I guess I don't do that, but I also just don't pick it up when it's not.
I've never had it be like a big issue, but I remember having like a school counselor trying to do that and was just calling me, and I just didn't have them as a contact, so they would never get through to me, and I'm like, sorry, bitch.
Yeah, that's
Send that in an email, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck.
That is weird that a school counselor is trying to like hit you up.
Not
just
hit
like,
me up, but just like call me about something.
call you about. It's like, hey, are you free this weekend? I'm doing the thing with friends, and like they kind of bailed on me. So if you want to go,
I'd fuck. There's a school counselor I'd fuck.
there are many school counselors.
She was
that fuck.
fucking hot.
My standards are quite low.
She was older lady, but she was hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Let's fuck her.
Let's do it.
Let's do that.
All of us.
I already did fuck her, actually. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I fucked her,
Congratulations, yeah.
like a little bit before that.
I
I
did.
said I didn't answer her call.
I did it like
answer.
twice before both of you guys did it. So I think that's
Well, you
she
did
has
it before the time I did it, right before Jackson. But then even before that,
She's
I
got a
took her
kid,
virginity.
and that kid is my kid.
no, that's my kid.
Yeah, that's
actually.
your kid, but I fucked her before you impregnated her and took her virginity.
Indeed, yeah.
She was impregnated after the first time she ever had sex, and that was my kid.
No,
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
And then I did anal way before that as well.
you did what?
I did anal with her way before that as well.
Anal. Anna?
Anal. Nice.
Anal.
Damn.
Good job.
She was of legal
I guess you
age,
won.
folks.
I guess you've won this round.
You've bested
James
me in
won.
this battle of wits.
Truly, that's. I don't know.
And that is anal count as
Yeah, but I
sex.
fucked her kid, so
Yeah, I did fuck a kid. I watched.
All right, you can have that.
I
I won't fight you on that one.
I don't know. I
fucked your son or daughter. I don't know what she had.
I don't know either.
yeah. I guess you were like
Well,
you were
not-
going in the
I,
battle.
not-
I was pretty
important
fucked
to
up.
me.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, you're going in. You got a hole.
I kind
and
of
you
just fell
went.
into it.
Yeah. Uh-oh. You were like one of those
Some
anime
stinky-
protagonists that said that went in.
Oh, soundboard. Yeah.
I thought I didn't think that through. I was going for it, then everyone saw me moving towards the soundboard.
We're a podcast now.
This is my level of
now,
soundboard that I'm doing. That's me.
Wait. Let's let him hear the rest of them. We got like two others on here.
I love Japan, period. Good mess.
Nice. That one's getting a little loud.
I'm better than you are, so I should do the review.
And there's one that only the real brickheads will understand.
Exactly.
Email us with different soundboard suggestions.
Yeah, we should
do
add.
only have
We only have
buttons.
4. So if you suggest one, also vote which one you want to go.
Every week we'll have if somebody emails us and says, I hate that sound, take it off, we will take it off. But you have to give us another.
But then I'll also want
keep in mind that we might put one that's way more obnoxious.
I'll also want your mailing address and what your height and weight is.
Just the weight. Just the weight.
The weight. I guess I can. I'll cut the fucking anthrax with baby powder.
Yeah, I want your volume. No. And then I'll guess your weight and height.
Yeah, exactly. I want your density.
I'll take to kill.
I'm here for density. Mass over volume.
I just want volume.
I remember learning that density is equal to love because it's a little hard because it's mass over volume, and I never forgot that.
What does that mean?
It means
the M and V make a heart.
Yeah, mass over volume.
Yeah.
But it's like a heart.
That's what
it
took for you to remember what density was.
I was a stupid kid.
I remembered because it's obvious.
I remember because
that makes perfect fucking sense.
I was like, Herm. Yeah, I kind of deduced that based on.
You just poked yourself in the eye. You are a fucking idiot.
Yeah. It's not looking good for me, boys.
No, Billy.
Oh yeah. Oh, you want to hear something kind of interesting?
Yeah.
I have a friend, or rather, my sister's boyfriend was pitching some stuff to Netflix, and I heard
and
about.
He's like, what if you guys deliver DVDs?
We haven't
what if you guys made real content instead of making fucking Squid Game real life?
Jackson, you have no clue. So apparently, what happened is they were talking about it, and they were like. He was talking to them, and he was like, okay, we've got this idea for a show. And they were like, what we really want right now is more shows like Emily in Paris. Like, that's their North Star.
Is that doing well? Show? That's doing numbers for them?
That's doing fucking numbers. No, it's a show about like her who like it's like a fairly racist show about how
it's like a huge French stereotype about this girl
French
who goes to
No, it's like
what's that show called about the little girl with like the yellow hat and
Madeline.
Yeah.
Okay. It's very different. It's like instead of being a French girl, she's just a cool girl from New York who comes in, and then all the French people are like, you're so cool and attractive and awesome.
Well, at first they hate her.
Yeah, but now I love
but then she goes, ha, ha, ha. And they're like, you're one of us.
Yeah, you're kind of
actually,
a part of it.
You're
now.
French now.
But apparently, they want what they like to call and this is like true on a bunch of different accounts. Yeah. Like a bunch of people have said that, and they want what they like to call ambient TV, which just means TV you put on the background and then like fold laundry or some shit. Like that's their goal.
That's my show for them.
That's my kind of.
That's their North Star.
I got a show for them. It's called Phineas in Israel.
What will he do?
What shenanigans am I going to get up to?
What will this?
I love the idea that like every episode is just you going to like different spots and people like showing, and then you just like looking around, like looking at cameras.
I have like 3 groups of friends there, and they're all different religious groups, and I have to change it up to fit in.
You got to navigate the heady life of living in a war-torn country.
I would like it if you just kind of implied that shenanigans were gonna get up. You were just like going around, and they're like, and this is the place where we honor all.
The moment where I win them over is I'm all of a sudden like, Palestinians, ew, gross.
Stinky.
Like, you're one of us.
They do make a good kebab though. And they're like, we can't deny that.
We can't deny that. And then you do the Predator like handshake with the muscles.
Absolutely.
Do you find love in an Israeli girl?
Hell yeah, brother.
I fall in love with her, but she doesn't love me at all.
But then she
doesn't even know I exist.
But then she slowly, by the end of the
border guard,
by the end of the series, or by the end of the first season, because the second season they're on the rocks to like start out. But by the end of the first season, she's like, I didn't think I loved you, but turns out I really, really, really love you. Mm-hmm. So
you get Jewish married, whatever that's called.
I say to her, I look her in the eyes lovingly, and I go, "What's more important, that we both love each other, or that we both hate Palestinians?"
Truly.
And then
Oh wait, no, the girl was Palestinian, right?
she's Israeli.
Israeli. Okay, yeah, I say that.
Maybe that's part of it. Maybe it's like a secret part of it.
I think we should all
Maybe I'm in a love triangle with one Palestinian girl and one Israeli girl.
we should all go on birthright and do the thing where they like rush a house with a bunch of
I don't
mattresses.
think they let people who aren't Jewish. go
Yeah,
on
I think
birthright.
that-
Yeah,
we'd probably
yeah.
get
I
kicked
could
off.
pretend that I was born Jewish.
I suppose you could. I don't know why you'd want that.
I'm
though.
10% Ashkenazi.
Really? Congratulations.
People don't know that. But
You're
like,
uncircumcised, right?
yeah.
They check.
Yeah,
they check.
that's
No.
the first thing.
No.
They say, but they do it so it's like you think you could get away
I'll
with it,
take
where
it
it's
back.
like
I'll tape it back.
no, you think you can like
You
do
gotta
some
safety
tricks,
pin it.
but the thing
Yeah.
is that they actually they're just like, oh, can we have access to your camera so we can take a picture of you early on? They're like, okay, cool, that's awesome. But then randomly, like in the middle of the day, you'll be like going shopping, and they're like, take a picture of your dick right now, or else,
shit.
and you have to take a picture of it. They have to say, pull it down, take a picture. We're recording again now.
And we're back.
No, I still have it on there because I just want it on there. So now I've got it on both.
Oh shit.
But we don't need to worry about the space on that.
And we're fucking back.
This guy doesn't know how to count.
I don't. Well, I don't know what the delineations on all that stuff is because I was looking at it and I was like, that looks like seconds. And then it was like, no, this is minutes, hours.
Oh, you already checked that, yeah.
Yeah. Or that's like, yeah, it's like minutes. No, wait. Yeah, wait. Of course it was going to be 44 hours because it was 44 something. And it's like,
Maybe you thought it was milliseconds.
yeah, I guess I did.
It was getting real delineated.
That's a pretty
at the
fucking
bottom.
stupid thing to think.
We're all good. We're all good.
Yeah. So, wait, seconds, minutes, hours. That's what I thought. Yeah. Whatever. Anyways. Phineas and
Yeah,
Phineas
so
in Israel.
We got the Mossad making sure that you got your penis attached. Your foreskin not attached, I mean, sorry. So, you think any American could pull off getting birthright?
No.
it'd be tough.
Like any American, like a black dude is
no,
going to have a harder
I
time.
think that'd be rough.
Black people are the original Jews. Everybody knows that.
We was Jews.
Yeah, but
That's what
you
they
know,
say.
I'm saying they're going to have a harder time right now.
I think you're gonna bring everybody out of fucking Egypt, and there's gonna be 0 black people in there. I watched Prince of Egypt. That shit was not a documentary, but it was pretty fucking damn close.
Yeah.
And I saw like 2 black people in Egypt.
Weren't there
Let's
like
go find the local rabbi and see if he'll let us convert.
Yeah, Jewish people are actually like super against other people converting.
Yeah,
to their
no,
religion.
it's difficult. You kind of have to marry in. They don't let
Yeah.
you really convert otherwise officially.
I respect.
That's part of my
Yeah.
goal. That's the show. I faked birthright, and that's why I'm trying to marry this Israeli girl.
Yeah.
So I can officially marry in
I
and not
still
get
like-
deported.
I love it that the vibe is still just like cutesy. Like the vibe is still
Yeah.
like
You're trying to fuck on some Wonder Woman pussy.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some Gal Gadot.
I'm
pussy.
trying to
Gal
get some
Gadot.
Gal Gadot pussy.
What person attracted to women is not trying to get Gal Gadot pussy?
Yeah,
True.
she is hot.
Palestinians.
Yeah, they're probably like,
Palestinians, well, they got bigger fish to fry right
Yeah.
now.
They're gonna.
okay, but
brag
if a
about pussy.
Palestinian was like, Gal Gadot wants to fuck you,
If Gal Gadot,
like,
if a Palestinian had a shot at Gal Gadot pussy,
True.
they would shoot it.
yeah, they would be like, oh, it's worth it.
brother.
They
Probably.
could have just had their house taken from him,
Yeah.
and they would still shoot their shot on some Gal Gadot pussy.
Well, yeah, because it's like,
What else are you
It's
gonna
only
do, yeah.
upsides there. It's only upsides.
Like your house isn't coming back. You
Yeah,
say
exactly.
no.
It's like you refusing to do that's not doing anything for your God. Allah is not going to reward you with another virgin if you refuse to fuck Gal Gadot.
72 virgins is a crazy amount of virgins.
It's probably too many.
It's
I'd say.
an absurd. I wouldn't want fucking 72 virgins. They probably don't know how to give good head.
Well, you
They
kind
Don't know how to
of
give good dome.
you create a hierarchy where you pick your favorite virgin, and then like they get their own wives.
Oh, that's cool.
You
I
like-
like that.
Yeah, the 72 virgins. They're all like different manners of people who just never fucked in their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not even all
I
hot
do.
babes.
I love the yeah. It's just like a bunch of people who are like, yeah, I was kind of like saving it for marriage, and then I got run over by a truck, so
Yeah,
they're like
it's like,
flattened. And
guess
it's a bunch of
Allah
like
gives
old
me
people,
you.
like old cat people. Yeah.
Allah gave me you. I don't really know how this works. I've been waiting here for like 3,000 centuries.
Allah's a little bit of a trickster like that. Allah's a little bit of a little scamp, a little rascal. And that's what you discover.
Loki from Marvel.
Wow.
Marvel.
It's exactly like Loki from Marvel.
Have you?
I hope Allah's in the next Marvel movie.
That's the only reason I would believe in my faith.
Have you read
Muslims across the world are petitioning Marvel to put Allah.
to put?
Wait,
the
have you
Prophet
not
Muhammad-
seen Miss
movie.
Marvel? Have you not seen Miss Marvel? They've got a Muslim kid in there.
Yeah, that's why they're like, oh,
that
maybe they're
the-
hinting at that.
The TV show.
Yeah.
They
Oh.
cast a Muslim.
Yeah, it is.
They cast a Muslim girl to hint at the
The
new
inclusion
pantheon
of
of gods. They're like, the Norse gods are real, and there's only one other real god, and it's Allah.
I would love it. Okay, I would love it if Thor, God and Thunder, or like Love and Thunder, because the big part of that is just there's going to be like a god killer. That's apparently
Oh yeah,
why.
they're gonna have the Roman gods.
Yeah,
Or
and
the
so
Greek
it's like
gods?
the Greek gods come around, and they're going to be like, "Oh, he's trying to kill us all." I'd love it if there's just one shot of like, and it's me, Muhammad, and I will die as well. It's like and people are like, "Well, you just showed that," and they're like, "Yeah, it was important to the plot."
We had to.
We had to show how
they
big
have
the scenario.
they have like a guy off screen say that, and it's like, okay, they didn't depict.
They
him.
didn't depict.
Yeah, and that guy looks really cool. And then
Yeah,
they're like,
Thor is looking at someone who's off screen. He's like, wow, that looks like a powerful superhero.
That guy is
I love it if
way
Marvel
more
is
ripped
like-
I wish
than am.
I wish he was there when we were dealing with Thanos.
yeah, he would have stopped it right.
He would have
right quick.
aimed for the head.
He was a fucking. This is the equivalent of that one guy who's like the coronavirus is walking past like Superman and Goku,
Yeah.
and they're all dying and they're all submitting. But then the one kid just submits to Jesus, and Jesus burns the coronavirus alive. That's
That
what.
is-
That's
that is
what
a fun
the new Thor
animation.
movie's gonna fucking be.
It's gonna be a coronavirus.
Yeah, no. It turns out the big evil villain's not this guy. It's just I'm gonna spread the coronavirus everywhere.
I'm going to kill your gods.
Yeah,
your false gods.
you know who the
The
real life supervillains are?
Fauci.
Unvaccinated people.
True.
Maybe the vaccination was the real life supervillain.
No, the vaccination.
That's also true.
The vaccination is
I agree
the
with both
Infinity
sides.
Stones when Iron Man snaps everyone back.
That's the giving everyone the vaccination.
That's the vaccination.
That's the equivalent. He says, no, we can't go back because
We don't know how to begin.
they have to go back in time to win the bet.
Gotta go back.
If I had the Infinity Stones, you know what I'd do?
Get pussy?
Get pussy.
Get rid of Republicans.
Nice.
Disagree.
Cringe, bro.
Cringe. I don't know.
Just kidding. I agree as well.
You know
With
what
both
what I'd
sides.
actually do?
Get rid of socialism.
Make Harry Potter real.
That'd be so cool.
I wouldn't do that.
Dude, I would fucking come in my
would not.
pants.
But I would be the only wizard. And you would all be fucking muggles.
And I'd
Yeah.
just be saying Avada Kedavra all the time.
And although Hermione would be real and I would have sex with her.
She wouldn't be able to use magic to stop you from having sex.
No,
with
she's
her.
a wizard too, but she
Okay.
can't do any magic
So
that
you're-
defies me.
Wait, you have all of the Infinity Stones, and you're giving yourself the ability to use magic.
Yeah.
Correct.
You've already got magic.
You know what my heaven is? 72 Hermiones.
Yeah, 72 Hermione's.
that are
ripping an
all
oil.
virgins.
Yes.
Hermione from the first Harry Potter film.
Yeah.
Yes.
The hottest Hermione.
Yeah. The hottest Hermione audience will
And
let
this
you
time
decide
and
what
this
that is.
time they are black.
Hell yeah, man.
That's-
That is.
I love the
heaven.
idea of just black Emma Roberts. That's just a cavalcade of those people.
Watson.
Emma Watson.
Sorry,
you
there's too
dumb
many Emmas.
asshole. Who the fuck is Emma Roberts?
Emma Roberts is like, I know her like face. I just don't know.
I
what she's
know
been in.
Kendra.
Jenner.
No.
That's Kendall.
Kendrick Lamar.
I know Kendrick Lamar too. He's cool.
Yeah, he's black.
I know him personally.
What?
He's a fan of this podcast.
No, that was a lie.
I'm told.
Why would you lie about that?
The only person who's ever emailed is Kendrick Lamar.
Oh,
You-
I actually,
and-
yeah, we got his
He's a big
email right
fan.
here.
Yeah, wait.
Hey guys, K. Dot here, longtime listener, first time writer. Just wanted to say that I'm a big fan and I love all the jokes where you almost say the N word.
Wow. I knew he would respect
P.S. My new album is about your podcast.
Mr.
I'll leave
Morals
it
and the
for
Big
you guys to
Steppers.
decipher
With
exactly.
love, Kendrick Lamar.
Damn, you guys heard it here first.
That's real.
That was a real message we received, folks. And you
fucking
could have your message read out on podcast if you email us at brownbrickspodcast@gmail.com.
Honestly, we should fake emails we get until people write us an email.
Yeah, and then we'll sneak them in there.
Because no one wants to be the first.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you
They're
mean?
nervous.
You just got email.
We
They're
had
nervous.
RMTG's
It's
designs.
like when you get to a pool party, some people don't want to be the first in the pool.
Exactly.
You got to shove your friend
RMTG
in.
Designs was the
That's
was
true.
the first in the pool.
That's
but then
true.
he got in there first.
But we didn't have the massive following we have now then.
That's true. We
We didn't have our massive following then.
Yeah, I feel like he was
Yeah,
a part
folks.
of. He was a stepping stone there to get us that profile thing, and then everyone's like, "What's that all about?"
What
That's
the
a
hell
professional looking
could that be?
podcast. Yeah,
And now we're a professional sounding podcast.
sounding.
I hope so.
Who's going to be sounding?
I'm fitting this whole microphone into my penis.
That's going to be good audio. That's going to be awesome.
ASMR.
It's going to be
Yeah.
like episode 1 of season 3 of The Boys.
Oh no, I didn't know that was how it went.
And
Yeah,
I'm
there's
getting
a guy who
explode.
gets small, and he hangs out in cool
It
places.
sounds like they may have been listening to this podcast a little too much for a bunch of small guys getting in cool places.
Oh
Does he
yeah,
do a
that's the
big
other
cum?
email we got. It's like, hey guys, I'm creator of The Boys here. I just wanted to say that I think all your sounding jokes are so funny.
You've inspired
And
me.
I've been inspired by your.
And you also talked about little men so much that's why I made this opening scene of The Boys a little man going into a pee hole.
and then
Love you.
giving the guy
Bye.
big cums, and then he kisses.
Yeah,
And he gives us
he
kisses.
was trying to get cums in that pee hole.
Yeah, he sure was.
Yeah.
Didn't work
he was,
out.
He was
but-
searching for it, and that was like it's like a film, like shorthand. It's like the wipe implies time is passing. It's like when a little guy goes into the pee hole, it's implied he's getting cums, and everyone knows that, so you don't have to explain that.
Good thing we did.
We
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, we
didn't
wanted
have
to explain it for the audience. Our audience is the last people who don't know. All of your friends know already that little guy is like pee hole
Yeah,
comes.
all your friends
Yeah.
know what we're talking about, and you're behind.
Yeah, it's
You're
too bad.
late and you need to
Catch
email
up.
us
The
about
only
it.
way to catch up is to listen to Brown Briggs podcast.
Again, over and over again. It's awesome.
nonstop.
Brown Briggs podcast at gmail.com.
We're making the kind of content Netflix wishes they could make.
This is ambient. This is ambient.
It's
Show.
just some
Yeah,
ambient.
do you guys
shit.
want to rebrand the podcast to Phineas and Israel?
It's in Israel.
and
And
pitch
then-
it to Netflix?
Yeah, let's pretend we're recording this from Israel from now on.
Oh yeah, I
And
like.
make up stories
Here
about
in
what we're
beautiful
learning
Tel
from our
Aviv.
experience here.
I think that'd be cool.
Tel Aviv, yeah, that's
Tel
where to
Aviv.
go.
Yeah.
That's where the party's
Is
at.
that in Israel?
Yeah,
All right,
I think so.
that's what I thought. What about Jerusalem?
I think so.
That's in Israel.
I think it's a little dicey. I think some people have some things to say about that one.
I think it's in Israel though,
Yeah,
somewhat.
somewhat.
What about
What about the Wailing Wall?
Bethlehem?
Little baby Jesus, is he still there?
Is that in Israel?
Did he come back and he's just chilling in the manger still?
Is that in Israel? I don't know geography too well. Is that in Israel?
I think so.
guys, I don't want to make it political, but I just want to say that, Mary didn't get baby Jesus vaccinated.
She sure
True.
did. That should have been
She didn't get him a shot.
that would have been the first thing I did right after.
Also,
Jesus popped
Jesus not autistic.
If
I don't know if those are
abortion-
connected, but
out. Yeah, it feels weird.
If abortion was legal back in the day, if I was impregnated out of nowhere, I would abort that baby.
Yeah, if it was legal,
I would abort little baby Jesus.
you would.
Yeah, I didn't ask to have a little baby.
and he'd be on a little cross in your belly.
Yeah, it's like
God
the-
didn't plan for
Yeah.
him to be
Still-
aborted.
the New
They'll pop out
Testament's
your
very
pussy
short.
days later.
Yeah, and then he said, "I'm still alive, bitch."
You get a fart
But
out.
now,
the
then he
little-
like flies up, and you're like, "That was weird." And then he's like, "I had a lot to
if
say."
we got if humanity got forgiven for all their sins right then and there, we could have saved so much headache.
so much time.
Yeah, and there wouldn't have been like a Judas. We wouldn't have
The Bible would be way more readable.
Yeah.
Like you could crank that out real quick. The Bible, if you
Yeah,
didn't have,
Baby Jesus was aborted.
if it
Baby
ended at
Jesus
the baby
was aborted.
part,
That'd have been awesome.
and you'd still get Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
You won't get Easter. You lose Easter.
Christmas and Easter would be the same holiday.
Yeah.
It'd be like super. Like you'd have like little Easter egg hunts, but in the snow, which makes sense.
That sounds like a bad time to have an Easter egg hunt.
You know, you got to try it. We
we
think
do
that
gotta
we
try
think
it.
that because we're associating Easter egg hunts with.
You guys know Jesus was really born on Juneteenth.
Damn, that's crazy.
I did know that.
We was kings.
Don't say that.
What do you mean?
That's the thing racist people say.
Yeah, that's a not even a dog whistle at this point. That's just racist.
What, do black people actually not say that? Is that only said by racist people?
Yeah,
I mean, it was
no black
said
people
maybe once by a fake black person on Twitter with like the whole Yakub crowd.
Oh, that's not
Well, they were kings, actually.
Yeah, lots of people were king.
Yeah,
I mean, every
kind of
people at one point had some sort of hierarchy.
Had a king.
I just think it's funny. I just think
Yeah, white people were kings at one point too.
yeah, I just think it's funny to like say specifically like I was a king once. Like me and my ancestors.
I
like,
was once a king.
It's like, well, you work at Hobby Lobby now, dude. It's like that's not
My white race was once a lordly
great.
type,
And
and now I work at the 7-Eleven making minimum
I think that's the
wage.
funniest part
Guys,
about it.
here on the Brown Bricks podcast, we are the last bastion of Western culture.
Yeah.
Like
True.
traditional Western
What I think is
I'm a
about
trad guy.
what's funny about like the whole thing where people are like we need to go back to like true tradness, and I'm like you're living in the best possible time you could ever be to like be a white man. As far as like, I mean, it's pretty good.
You guys know the Red Scare podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main host of that is going super hard trad cath on social media.
Oh, no.
In a
Weird
weird way.
Yeah.
And there's
That
like
sucks.
there's footage of her out there of her super drunk talking about her body count, and she's like over 150, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it's just funny to be that person and then
And then
switch to trad
immediately,
cath.
yeah. I feel like that's one of those things where it's like they were raised early on, because I've met a lot of people like this where like they were raised early on uber Christian, and then they kind of just like in college they just say fuck it, and then they just go on a bender. They become like party people. They fuck a lot of people, which is cool. And then like right after that, like the Catholic guilt or Christian guilt still stays with them to the point that they're like, I've got to go back, and then they bounce right back.
I don't get how people are religious today.
It's a lot. I
How
actually
young people, at least.
I went to church or whatever because my parents wanted me to go to church, and we went to. And I was talking to a guy because there's like city groups, so it's like groups of people that meet in the city and then talk about God, and it's like a little community.
Sounds
But
good.
there was one of them. The guy was like he was trying to relate to me on things, and he was a guy my age, so it was just weird to talk to him. And he was like talking to my parents. Have you ever talked to somebody like that? And you're like, what the? How you're like not
He
even
had
a
more in
person.
common with them than you.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
That's how I feel
And
when you talk to my parents, Jack. I'm just like, stop having a conversation with my friends.
I know, stop being real. Say your racist things again, Jack. Let them know your true colors. No,
Yeah.
it was but with him, it was weird because he was like,
Well, that they would shame you less for than the anime stuff.
That's true.
oh yeah, my parents would
They'd be like, keep that on the down low, Jack, but we
you
got
can't be saying that out loud.
But
But
like, you're not
we
wrong,
respect it.
but society will say you
if
are.
I put pull green text into like Facebook memes, my dad would love them. Unironically, I thought about that before, where I'm like, this is literally just like. This is just like the end of the road for that stuff, where it just trickles down. It's like these hyper racists on Poll who are just like, well, we need to come up with new racism, and then eventually Instagram gets it, and they're like, here, my dad can now consume it through like some weird Instagram account.
I like to go on Muse sometimes just to find like some kind of like niche music, right? If I just want to hear
Yeah.
something kind of interesting. But it's really annoying because you go and there's people like posting tracks like, what do you think? And then someone's like, fucking N-word. It's like, I mean, like, I
Awesome.
get that's what this is, but like,
Oh, come on,
It'd be
man.
cool if it wasn't.
and
That's-
you do learn just to ignore it. And there's people who like, because then people respond to it. They're like, why are you like this? And then it just goes on. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, look, we know we don't like that guy. Like,
Yeah,
ignore him.
It's just like just keep going. I don't know. For at least me, there's a lot of stuff where like 4chan's anime board and stuff. There's always someone talking about like a really cool, interesting like niche anime or manga. That's interesting. And there's like people who know a lot about a lot of those topics, like music, all that stuff. I guess finance.
I mean, there's no points because it's anonymous. People only go on there straight up to talk about stuff,
Yeah.
right? But then, so like you do get more interesting insights into some things for that reason. But then you also just have horrible racists who just can't be ignored on any corner of the
Yeah.
internet.
They just
It's-
make it like the whole thing And it's like, come on, man, we're having a
That's
conversation.
why
also
people
like a
get
really-
so upset about like politically correct social media, because they just want to be seen by everyone.
No, it's
being
it's,
racist.
It's just it's a
like
weird thing.
there's so many places you can go and be racist.
Where like the idea that Twitter,
Why does it have to be here?
yeah, it's like the idea that like Twitter blocks people who say the N-word. It's like, that's cool. I actually kind of like that, because I
kind
think
of like
'cause
having a normal
there's a big thing where
conversation.
people are like, you can't say anything, and then like Ben Shapiro is like still on Twitter, and it's like you can't. Most people who get kicked off Twitter,
They
it's
made
like,
an algorithm to get rid of white supremacists, and they're like, "Oh, we're not going to implement this because it would get rid of too many
Our
Republican
user base,
senators."
yeah, it
Like
was
honestly, Republican politicians, GOP politicians are like, "We can't take this many of them off Twitter,
it's such a weird.
so
thing.
we can't actually like implement this thing that would like get rid of like white supremacist talking points."
I never understood why people are so attached to like dying on hills on Twitter. I remember, I think I've talked about my Twitter argument, my one solemn Twitter argument before, and it was like way back in the day before I had any like art Twitter account. It was just me on my regular ass like
Yeah.
Jack account, and it was one of those things where I went on and there was some guy
At Jack Rockstar.
at Jack Rockstar _ for the new one. But it was with that one, it was there's like just some guy who said like Madhouse hasn't made anything good since like Redline, and I was like, I don't know, and then I listed off like One Punch Man, or listed off a bunch of their stuff that was like pretty okay.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, and he was like, no, fuck you, that's not what, that doesn't count. Besides, One Punch Man was made mostly by people outside of the company anyways. And then I was about to type to him, I was like, actually, that's how most anime is made, where a lot of the big scenes are like done by contractors who like get brought in. And then I was like, wait, what am I doing?
Why am I engaging?
I've legitimately wasted time looking up and screenshotting things to show this man, and nothing will come of it. And all I'm going to be doing is be sad. And that was
You
kind
could
of
end up on r/quit your bullshit, Jack.
Yeah,
with
I
tons
know.
of karma and been like, wow, get low this
Your
other guy.
bullshit.
That's, I guess, the only reason to do that is for
Wouldn't it
farming
be worth
vertical.
it?
I'm tired
It might be worth it.
of the bullshit.
Yeah, same. You know, me.
No more bullshit.
No more bullshit.
No more bullshit. Never.
Not
Stop
putting
the
up.
bullshit. That's what this new podcast name is going to be. It's Phineas in Israel, semicolon.
Stop the bullshit.
No more bullshit.
Yeah.
No more bullshit.
But it's going to be like spelled with an exclamation point for the I, because the algorithm wouldn't be super
They're
friendly to
making
that.
that Netflix Squid
No more
Game.
bullshit.
Oh yeah, they are making
Netflix,
the Netflix
real Squid Game.
real Squid.
Uh,
I hope they pay the guy who made Squid Game for it.
well, they're making his second season, so
Oh yeah.
Squid Game.
which
They
I
already
also
did that.
doesn't
It's called
think needs to be
Splatoon.
made. I
Coming out with
I
real
think
zingers today.
either the new Squid Game season or the new Squid Game game show needs to be made. Neither of those things should be made.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they ended the first one on a cliffhanger that you were like,
It wasn't.
it
really.
was kind of, it was like a cliffhanger in the sense that it was like, oh, this, like they ended it, but they probably could have just ended it right
It was
there.
sequel bait, and it
Yeah.
didn't make any sense.
And it worked because people were baited into
well, yeah,
it.
it was like
They also sequel baited in a way that like most of the people who like Squid Game would not want to see like that character now go.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like
I
they
don't
just
wanna
want to see
see him.
people do Squid Game again with new games.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's all people would
That's,
want.
that's what I imagine the game shows for. You know.
Yeah, it's just going to
getting
be
more
Squid
of the
Game.
Game.
But people are going to be like,
But, like,
If Netflix is not going to kill people doing it, then I
Yeah.
don't care.
yeah,
It's not like
they should.
my favorite game show of all time is Wipeout, because I know those people got their ass fucking slapped
Yeah, and-
by that big ass foam hammer,
And that's funny to
and I'm
watch.
like, that's awesome. But
It's not
I
as
know,
funny to watch when it's just like, oh, you couldn't cut out the shape.
Yeah, like they're not. Are they
Bye.
gonna play like the games from the show? Probably one or two of them.
Almost definitely, yeah.
Probably the one where you gotta like stop and like not run, fucking red light, green light.
Yeah, they're gonna play a lot of the games from the show, but it's gonna be just like, well, if you don't die from them, it's
If you're
literally
not
just you're
getting
playing
shot to
children
death.
games.
They're also doing this so late. Mr. Beast already did it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
like the agileness of YouTubers just being like, yeah, we're gonna do it. Like, and it was stupid when he did it. I mean, it was whatever.
Yeah, it was bad.
What I'd be interested in is them doing a game show, but it's a fake game show, and they play it straight, and they just like they it looks like they kill the people. Obviously, it's a TV show or whatever, but they play it straight like it was just like supposed to happen like that.
Yeah,
that would be kind of fun to watch.
I think it would
That's
be.
how they made the original Squid Game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they actually killed a bunch of
all
people.
the people are dead.
Yeah. They're like, in Korea, you're allowed to do this with...
Yeah.
You're allowed to.
That was the
murder your
most
actors.
interesting part. There's a lot of lawyers who are like, I didn't know that beforehand, and that seems like
Well, I'm a
the
big-
legal eagle YouTuber. He's like,
legal eagle
actually,
here.
in Korea,
The lockpicking
murder is
lawyer.
legal.
murder is very legal.
Lockpicking lawyer is very familiar with Korean murder law.
Is lockpicking lawyer that guy on TikTok who just opens all those master locks all the time?
Yeah,
He was on YouTube first. He's probably on TikTok now.
Yeah.
'cause,
I like that guy.
everybody's
I like
gotta
him.
conform to the content gods.
Yeah, it's how it be.
He's got a simple lane. He sticks to it.
Yeah, and he just says, "Here's the new master lock," and then he pops it open.
Well,
and makes fun of it.
He also lets you know how you should get away with breaking into anybody's house
Does he?
legally.
I didn't know that.
Can you do that legally? I think that's mostly illegal.
Well, that's why he's a lawyer.
Can you claim squatters' rights if you live in their house without them knowing?
If I broke into your fucking house and lived there, yeah, that's squatters' rights, my friend.
Well, they have to not be living in there for a certain amount of time. Or like you have to, if they stay there for a certain amount of time, then you can't kick them out.
And they know
It's like
I'm
different
there.
depending. Like some people do sign a lease and then end up living there not paying rent. And like it's easier to have squatters right
Okay,
then.
I would come down from the attic where I'm hiding, and I would leave a note every so often saying, "I live in your house, but you can't get rid of me."
There's a fucking what's it called? There at the East Coast, around the property that I frequent, there was a place that was just an open lot that another family wanted to build on. But there was another family who kept coming onto that lot for like 5 minutes a day and then leaving. And they were like, what's going on there? And apparently that family was trying to claim squatters' rights by taking pictures every day at that place. And if they didn't use it in the next like year, they would have, if they kept doing that for a year, and they already had been doing it for a year, they would have like legally had that land. Like that would have been theirs. And it was like, huh.
Yeah, no, I've heard about laws like that where like if a house isn't lived in for long enough or it's like not upkept or something, right? Like the city will sell it to you if
Yeah.
like someone's not claiming it.
It's a lot.
And this guy in like a nice neighborhood got like a nice house for dirt cheap. There was like this black dude, and all the white neighbors were like, "I think it's bullshit that he got that house." You know,
It's like, whatever.
And he's like, "Whatever. I'm not like a bad guy."
Yeah, I saw
that
found a
this might
loophole in the
happen,
system, yeah.
took advantage of it, got a cheap house. You know, I'll mow my lawn.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let the house run down.
Yeah, now I'm living
want
it.
to
It was
live
going
here.
to run down without me
Yeah,
living in it.
fucking your property value is gonna go up now that someone's taking care of the property.
Yeah, now it's not some weird ghost house. Like
It's not
fuck
Monster
off.
House. No, not from the hit film Monster House.
Not from Hitville Monster House.
I'm better than you are, so I should do
didn't
the
mean to
review.
do that one. Whatever.
Wow.
Why?
How poignant. Yeah.
From the hit film Edward House.
Yeah, we need to do live beeps now with the guzz.
That's tough. That's tough.
Actually, it'd be pretty easy because I could just cut out individual people. Never mind. Yeah, it's tough.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that.
No,
I don't like
that's your
that.
mic now. That's your mic. I fucking
affect it.
what's it called? Yeah, for anyone curious, we're recording on the audio interface of the PodTrack 4 with some Shure SMB 58s. So that's a cool one.
Correct.
Yeah, if you like that, give me
You like
a
that? Email us.
Yeah.
brownbrickspodcast@gmail.com.
That's brownbrickspodcast@gmail.com.
Jackson, why do you never plug the email?
Yeah.
What?
You're never plugging the email.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Throw it
you're
out.
gonna listen to this episode and you're gonna see where I fucking did it already, motherfucker.
He's been doing it subconsciously, subliminally.
I already
It
did.
hasn't been
Okay.
working.
I already did it, man. You're gonna listen back and
For the
you're
I
gonna
past
feel
couple
like a
episodes.
I
fool.
apologize.
This will be a fun one to listen back to because it's the first one on the new mics. But I think, I don't know. I like.
Come.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't like that.
I think he does.
I don't like cum.
I'm thinking you like cum.
I like lady cum.
That's not real.
No.
Everybody knows that's fake.
No, it's
You
not.
like man semen.
No, I like lady cum. Trans women.
He doesn't.
All right, you like that too, but you also like men's.
No, I don't. I don't like men's semen. Men's semen's completely different.
Man come, man come.
No.
Man come, man come.
No,
man
no,
come,
no,
man
no,
come.
no, no, no.
All right.
All right.
All right. What else?
What else? Yeah. Oh shit! The
I
Wendy's
already-
ads are all the way over there. They're so hard to get to
I
now.
already went
The
through
coupons
shit
are so far.
I had on my notes.
Yeah, I took like very few notes this week, unfortunately.
I was just gonna talk about the Bitcoin crash and we own this city, and I got those down. So
Yeah.
What about it's a Popeyes, but instead of a manager, they have something else.
They have
a bird.
They have a
Let's see.
instead of a
a bird.
manager.
Are you doing this because it's Juneteenth?
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make
All
sure.
right, so that's that. I don't know. We got any more movie ideas?
Ooh, okay, let's see. How about one where a guy he's trying to fit an entire piano up his pee hole. Like there's like a mob or something, and for some reason the only way he can pay off his debts is to fit an entire piano up his pee hole. It's kind of a situational comedy where he tries
Well,
to
like
figure that
he has
out.
an act, right, that mostly goes to Vegas, but he goes to other places sometimes too,
That would be tough.
where he put things in his pee hole, and they're like, people just aren't impressed anymore, right? They're like, you've done some pretty large things up there, but
Nothing.
And
everyone
now-
for ages now has wanted to see you do one thing and one thing only.
And now it's
Did
called
the greatest
piano.
act of his life.
Yeah, I was thinking more of like who did The Lobster? Have you ever seen that movie?
The Lobster.
I've heard of it. I don't.
You know that
I've
vibe
not
though,
seen it.
right? Where it's like
yeah, I think so.
dry British, whatever-ish.
Yeah.
I think that where it's like just a guy and he's like looking at the piano and then he just goes and lives his life, and at the very end it cuts away before you get to see whether or not he got to fit. the
Oh,
entire
I like
thing.
that as an ending. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of left up to interpret. It's like Inception a little. The Pee Hole piano movie is a little bit like Inception.
This could be a real film.
Probably could be. It's not bad enough. It's not ambient TV enough, honestly. It's too
here's a
thought-provoking.
thought. Here's a thought.
My ambient
the other
TV,
day.
as I just watch streams. That's fucking ambient TV.
That's
for
the
me.
thing.
Here's
YouTube
the
and
here's the
Twitch.
thought I had the other
They
day.
already fill those niches.
You know, sports mascots.
I do.
I am familiar with
I want to see sports mascots with a face cut out, so you can see the guy wearing its face, and I want him to just be sad.
I don't want to see the face. I want to see a live stream of the face, so you can like scan the QR code on the sports mascot as he's running around, and you just get to see a live stream of his like sweaty face going.
But I just want to see a big like anthropomorphic baseball with a human face poking out, and he looks sad, and he's like smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, they get to smoke inside.
Yeah,
the
and like
costumes
it's
now.
known that like when that guy comes out, the whole crowd boos him, even if it's like your
Oh,
team's
yeah.
mascot.
And they get to
just look at the
boo.
crowd like annoyed.
It's Benny the Baseball, everybody.
Yeah, it's
huck
like
your
Benny the
fucking huck your
Fuck
hot dog.
you.
Oh, you piece of shit!
Fucking kill yourself.
It's
God, fuck
it's the
you,
guy.
Benny.
No, he plays the
Jesus.
guy who's like the enemy team. You know how they're like, and this is the
Yeah.
bad mascot, and he comes out, and then he gets to get
we
beat
forced the enemy team to have a new mascot.
up just for
Like,
this
Everybody
purpose.
throw
Yeah.
your novelty baseball bets at Benny the
Like
Baseball.
the Giants own the costume, but like they play the Red Sox, and they're
Yeah.
like, and here's the Red Sox new mascot, Benny the Baseball. And he comes out, he's smoking, he fucking pushes a child over.
I hate children and
Yeah.
baseball.
I hate
And
children,
America.
but I love the Red Sox.
I really hope the Red
Boo,
Sox.
Ooh,
Fuck you, Benny. Fucking die.
Dude, that's what we've all been saying. It's all, and like I like the idea that every single one of those is just Benny the Baseball. Like there's no,
Yeah.
They don't
No.
switch it up.
yeah. It's like, and
They're
here's
like, Benny
here's
the Baseball, after getting laid off from the Red Sox, is now
working
the
for
new
the Yankees.
mascot for the New York Yankees.
I hate this.
I like the Red Sox, but now I like the Yankees.
And I still hate your team,
Whatever your fucking team, the Orioles.
the Orioles.
Benny the
fucking
Baseball, the
gay.
mascot who can't hold a job, is now representing the LA Dodgers.
Just
I
the Benny the
moved on.
Baseball watch.
I
That's
found new opportunities after I left New York and I moved to LA.
He's getting
and
like
then,
Mad Severance.
and then, because this is the Giants on the costume, they also own a costume for an anthropomorphic baseball bat.
oh
Who
yeah,
comes over and he tackles Benny?
yeah. He tackles
like
him,
he's yeah,
and he's like, "That was a home run," as
Yeah.
he's like beating.
That's
the shit
what I'm
out of-
saying. They gotta give the crowd novelty little like wooden bats that you
And they-
throw at the mascot.
and then he
as
makes
comes
out with the
by.
cheerleader. Also, we now have cheerleaders at baseball games.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
a
true.
good-
Why
that
don't
was
they
a good
have
mistake.
cheerleaders at baseball
Cheerleaders, but like they're Lizzo's big girls. Like
they-
I like the idea
Oh yeah.
I'm all about
to
that.
like diversify them somehow, because like cheerleaders are all the same. I want to see like a bunch of different fat women be cheerleaders for baseball.
I just want to see some fat women shake some ass.
I just want to see hot girls shake their titties around, really.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Well, you get to. That's the thing with going to like CWS games. I feel like it's mostly high schoolers, right?
Yeah, dude, that was the shit back when I was a kid.
Yeah, that was
going
awesome.
To CWS games, and now I think about it, and I'm like, why the fuck would I want to go be around like either 12-year-olds or middle-aged men?
It's always
who are fucking balding, and it's an easy question to answer. I don't want to be there.
That's the good answer. That's the correct answer. That's the happy end.
Yeah, I remember we went there one time, and we were having like. We're pretty bad about having a filter in public, so we were just fucking yapping about whatever.
What were we saying? We were saying
me,
something
you, and
stupid.
Connor. We
Yeah.
were talking about some chicks that like were fucking hot as shit or whatever in like high school, and we were just like really loudly talking about some
those were the
vile
good days.
shit.
Back when, because now it's funny because like back then as high schoolers, people are like, "Oh, those damn high schoolers," but now it's like you guys are like adults. Like
we were way worse than most high schoolers we see.
We
That's
we're
wild.
still bad about being too vocal in public about random shit.
I am better about it. I'm pretty wary in public.
Well, I'm personally wary because I don't even really talk that much or that
you
loudly
should
out
talk
in
more to
public.
the mic.
Am I not? Sorry.
There you go.
You gotta hear
got
yourself
tip.
in it.
I was trying to do.
I
I was
thought
trying
I
to
was
do a
hearing
cool
myself.
segue, but that
Hard
just
to
came
tell.
off like an asshole.
I
I think that overall we were like way worse, but then you've calmed down. But I occasionally have
you
moments of
you
like,
drop some crazy shit that's a bit too loud.
yeah,
Well,
I do
it's
that too
because
often.
you have the combination of being infected with our sense of humor, but also like really being willing to just like talk to strangers when you're drinking at a bar.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Which like I don't have like I'll talk to someone if I'm playing pool or darts with them at a bar, right? But like I don't go up to people as willingly as you do, strike up a conversation.
I enjoy that fact.
You take that risk.
I still remember we were talking at the bar or whatever, like a couple of nights ago, and you were saying like, "Oh, I was like, oh, wouldn't it be fun to go down to the mattress factory and like all these sweaty people pay $25 to get in and dance around?" And you're like, "No," and I was like, "That
Yeah.
does sound fun."
Yeah, you're like, it was packed, you know, there's a ton of people there. I'm like, I'm glad I'm not there. You're like,
Sounds
it's
like a
fun.
nightmare.
it's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Sounds like hell.
But all I remember was that we were at
I like going to Neighbors at 6 a.m. when there's
Yeah.
3 dudes on the patio smoking
Yeah.
weed.
And
Those
yeah,
guys
hell
will
yeah.
talk to.
Oh yeah,
We were at-
because they've got a story.
We were
And
at
they
some
have weed.
CWS game, and it was me, you, and Connor, and we were all talking some shit. And then the lady behind us got super fucking pissed about what we were talking about, and I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, that is insane." To just like,
That is, yeah.
overhear that kind of.
That's like
conversation.
honestly probably the right reaction of like a good citizen who's like, "What the fuck are you
What
doing?"
the fuck are these dumbass?
Good
fucking-
humbling moment.
Yeah, it
high
really does
schoolers.
kick
I
you
think
down.
about that moment a lot when I'm out and like talking anything in public. I'm like, I don't want to have that again.
It washed over me because like I forgot about the lady. I remember just talking about stupid shit and laughing, but
No, she was pissed. And then we kind of chilled out, and then I think we went back to it a little bit, but yeah, whatever.
yeah, well,
A little bit
we had
quieter.
stuff to say. We didn't get to finish our
Yeah, we
thoughts.
were rudely interrupted.
I love the
Mid
idea of
conversation.
women's like you
Dude,
have to
oh my
stop
God.
talking about
Okay,
these women's
we
tits.
should go to a CWS game and record with this fucking thing while
We
we're there.
totally could.
That would be fucking
This
tight.
thing is like very like 'cause
Portable.
You'll get like general ambient sound, but for the most part, it's like very like.
But
focused on
what would
voice.
be the what? Why would we do that?
It's fun. It's atmosphere.
But you're also watching a baseball game, which one baseball fucking sucks,
Baseball does
Yeah, but we're
fucking suck.
having a fun time.
and
in
it's
the
hot
pod.
out.
What-
And people are like, "What are you doing?" We're like, "Oh, it's the brown bird."
Exactly. We're gonna be
Oh,
able
we
to
could
get.
wear our sweatshirts and just be like,
Yeah, fucking dying of heat stroke.
brown.
It's gonna be the first podcast where someone dies from heat stroke
Yeah.
on the episode.
You don't see any conspiracy theories about that? All the podcast hosts that have died of heat stroke.
Yeah, there's been
recently.
too many.
It's a real epidemic of heat stroke.
We could record outside with this thing, so
would be
whatever that.
I would do want to like.
I would
take
do
this
that
on
when
the
it
go.
cools down a bit. It's a
Yeah,
little
because
hot
it's
for that
fucking
right
90
now.
degrees. What's more boring? Going over the baseball score and what's around us, or going over coupons? Because that would be our go-to right afterwards.
Baseball score.
That's probably true. Yeah,
Definitely baseball
And the fucking Baltimore
Ravens.
Ravens have scored another run.
That's Oh no, it's Notre Dame. My supervisor,
Baltimore?
Horns down, Notre Dame.
The Baltimore ball
Down
game.
is for Texas.
No, horns down for Notre Dame. Apparently, all I know is that my supervisor who went to Notre Dame.
The fuck is horns down for Notre Dame? What is that? Their thing's the Fighting Irish.
I don't know.
Down.
He
I'm
did
trying to
that.
get my
Horns down
horn
is for
up.
Texas. What the fuck are you
Oh,
talking
trying to
about?
get
and I
horned
think
up.
they beat Texas.
Yeah.
They beat Texas,
That's
and so
cheering
they're
on
like-
Notre Dame then.
Yeah, so he's like horns down. So they died. Like that's what he said.
They
That
killed-
makes sense.
they killed
I'm
Texas.
really, really glad I know that now. So I didn't go up to him and say, "Yeah, horns down."
For Notre Dame.
Yeah, and he's just like, "Yeah, we did beat Texas a week ago." It's like, oh, I thought that was like a Notre Dame thing that you did.
no.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks for informing me. As I'm the person like saying we should go to a baseball game and do a podcast, not knowing what the fuck Texas is. I think it would be fun. I think it'd be a good time.
If we do this at an event, it's gotta be like a small one that's kind of silly. Like go to a curling event. I think they do curling in Omaha.
That would be. They're really
we
good.
show up at a
curling.
bowling alley and we're just talking shit in the bowling
Oh
alley.
yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, absolutely.
But we'd have to keep getting up to bowl, and
We don't have to fucking bowl.
Yeah.
Buy a
I
couple
don't
beers.
think they like you to get the
Just
bowling.
taking up the seats.
Oh, buy some beers, yeah.
Oh yeah, we're doing a podcast here. It's like, can we use that lane? Oh yeah, go for it.
We would go with like Liam, and he can bowl on his own.
Yeah, we could go to the arcade one, right? We could go to the
Yeah.
round one.
Oh, round one.
Yeah, and
true.
just do that, and then
Just
we
sit
could
there.
carry this around and say, guys, let's do some claw machines. Oh, I lost. That'd be engaging, right, listeners?
Yeah.
If you don't think that would be engaging, we're gonna do it unless you email us. telling
Unless
us
you email us.
that would not be engaging. Please don't do that.
That's brownbrickspodcast@gmail.com.
Such it is.
Such it is.
Such it is. Hell yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing's too
Gang.
portable to not use it
Yeah,
in some
I
way
know.
like that.
I feel
But it's also a little unwieldy. Like we got a lot of
not
lot
fucking
of
walking
wires.
around.
if you
right
get
now.
these out, then we'd probably be fine.
Oh, you're saying don't have the feedback?
Yeah, we wouldn't have the feedback
I
because
love the feedback.
the feedback is really nice.
I love
The
hearing
feedback is
myself
good.
in my ear.
That's true. I like it.
Maybe we can get one of those like Bluetooth wireless receivers.
Am I coming through echoey to either of you?
I don't think so.
Maybe.
I don't think so. No.
All right, cool. Just making sure it's not echo from hearing myself talk and hearing it in the headphones.
Yeah, is it sound echoey?
No.
Okay. Cool.
Then yeah, it's just your personal.
Yeah, just
echo.
double checking.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, and if you think it sounds good, do the thing that we've mentioned a lot this podcast and email us at Brian.
All right.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Is that
folks.
our juice?
Bye
I think,
guys. I think
thanks for
so.
listening.
We're juiced
Yeah,
now.
thanks guys.
Podcast.
Bye.
Sign on.
Love you.
Love you.